Alright, welcome to Falcon Blues TV. Fucking hell. Yeah, the night of the Premier League starts, you know, I'm excited.
Did everyone get that video sent in their WhatsApp chat group where it's the Evertonian run down the stairs?
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, Mama! That's that, isn't it?
And this is my dog. You think you met? Well, I haven't got anything. You're going to talk about the Premier League as well?
Yeah, go on, man, on it, yeah. There you go, that was his opinion, wasn't it?
She's a mention Everton, she's off. Yeah, so Premier League starts tonight, Palace and Arsenal.
That's right, yeah. And then obviously the Toffees and Chelsea tomorrow.
I feel like I've missed it, but I haven't missed it.
Yeah, I've missed it a bit, It was fun going to Blackpool, but that was just funny.
No, but you know what I mean, like the Palace game and stuff like that. It all just seemed like I think we needed a longer break from Everton.
Definitely.
Than we've had, especially given all like the transfer speculation and all the stuff that's going on at the minute. I think we just needed a bit of a like.
As soon as we were safe, it was nice to have a little break on it. You know what I mean?
Proper breather. I mean, I enjoyed my Aussie a bit more anyway. I'll give you that.
But imagine that. Imagine if we had got relegated, there would have been pictures of you with your family at Disney, and you're just looking devoed,
looking like Aaron Lennon. Just that face. So.
I remember that year when he signed.
Just that. Yeah, I'm happy to sign for Everton.
I've just left. I was off work today, so I had a game of darts in the 12, and a few of them were putting on that Beatles song, the Clock one. So like I was telling Dave before, the time was perfect. I finished work, and I'm just going to do a podcast, my back. Said Cars comes on. It's like, see us, try now. And what they didn't know was Spirit of the Blues was coming on after it. So I think 1-0 to Paul today.
Good stuff. I'll go 1-0 Everton. I'll go 1-0 Everton tomorrow as well. So yeah, so we've had a bit of a whirlwind week as well, I suppose, haven't we?
Yeah, it's just signings coming out of nowhere, really, even if you go back from that McNeil.
Amanda Onana has just suddenly come...
What's his name?
Onana.
Say it again.
Sorry. That's going to get old really fast.
I was thinking it's going to
get off now. We've killed it off for this video.
Nice to see that a phone call from Lampard.
Yeah.
Probably maybe to get next to money as well, but it's nice to see that players are going, yeah, I know who he is. I grew up watching him.
That's probably it. It's probably going to be something like that. I think it's going to be similar to when Martinez was on the blower to Lukaku for hours on end. But
tell him he's phenomenal.
Yeah, you're in a good position. Phenomenal place. But I think the same thing though. It might have been something to do with the World Cup coming up as well.
True,
and Martinez had said something to him. You never know. There could be something in there because it's obviously a World Cup. Yeah,
that's it. But
this lad's looking to, stake a claim in the starting 11
exactly,
for Belgium.
I think I said on that chat group a few days ago, I was like, I don't really know much about him, but as a neutral, you'd probably really favour a move to West Ham at the moment because they're doing well, that. So it's nice to see that we can still attract players, and by all accounts, he's 20, 6'5". His attributes sound boss, to be honest.
He's 20, 6'5". Yeah. Okay.
I was looking at him, right?
He could be 26.
I was looking at him like he was a boxer or a UFC fighter. Going, yeah, I like that. What's his record?
What's his reach?
Yeah.
His reach is about 9 foot with his legs. Honestly, I was watching a video with him, and I think it's like one of those players. It seems like right place, right time. Stick a leg out, and one of them looks awkward.
Yeah.
A bit like Fellaini did. A bit like
I love Fellaini.
A bit like I suppose Decore looks as well. Yeah. He's tall and gangly, but he can move.
The Premier League's changed now, isn't it? Where you need units in centre mid.
Yeah,
players that can run and like box to box.
It's almost gone back to the days of needing someone like Patrick Vieira. That kind of play, like a mobile, combative midfielder.
Yeah, like a Roy Keane as well.
Yeah.
But you know what? If Garner Gay's coming back as well, which looks like, I think they're two really astute signings there. You know what I mean?
I think that just suddenly galvanises that midfield again.
Yeah, and obviously completely. You think Decore will obviously get some game time, but do you think these two signings make it look, are we going to try and move Allen on because of his wages? Or?
I think it's more going to be likely Andre Gomez and Gbamin for the money that we're paying Gbamin.
True.
Gomez most certainly, but with him being injured again, the kid's had a cracking summer, hasn't he? Cracked a little oldie to America and done nothing. And then there's I liked Andre Gomez when he first come in. I thought
he had a bad injury as well, didn't he?
That didn't help, but I think that completely crushed him with half a yard.
The worst thing for me,
he's got nothing.
The worst thing for me about him is sometimes you can see he's obviously a talented footballer. And like, remember Arsenal Rome when he beat someone and
the derby? Yeah, the derby at Anfield.
That's it. He had a tremendous game, and
you thought he turned the corner with that game. You thought, oh, hang on, he's actually found his spine again.
I remember, was it Decore once? Maybe it was a couple of years ago, but Everton weren't doing so well. I think it was after Silver, but he come out and said, listen, he goes, if we play 4-3-3, like, if you play 4-5-1, sort of, like, because when you're on the defence, those wingers are going to come back. He said, if you play Andre Gomez in a 3, where, like, me and Alan are sitting behind him, you'll get the best out of him. Like,
but I don't think we had that luxury.
No, we didn't.
Because we had such a poor defence. You can easily say play 4-3-3, but you've got to have 2 proper ball-playing with centre-backs there. And in Keane and Ben Godfrey, or Mason Allgate, or, to some extent, John Joe Kenny, we didn't have that luxury. So we couldn't do it.
No, exactly, yeah.
That just didn't help
and
us at all.
I know Barney's a big fan of Alan, and he's kind of a mixed bag for us, isn't he? Like, because I think he goes missing sometimes, and I think for the money he's on, I was expecting someone like a ball winner like Garnagay. I'm not saying he's not done it, but sometimes for me it's like, you can have a great game, and then the next game, like, where is he?
Just gets ghosted.
Yeah, and like, completely. I don't know whether it's to size or anything like that, but I'm thinking, would he want to leave? Because if I'm him, I want to play. You know what I mean? And now you look at it, maybe, I don't know, I think he might struggle for game time. And just even seeing the pre-season games, Lampard's not really starting.
He didn't feature much. The same with Gomez, the same. Well, I know Tom Davis was injured in rehab and stuff like that, but there's 3 players there that we can easily offload.
That's it, yeah. And it will help the weight stuff, yeah.
Missed.
And obviously we all know Calvert-Lewin's injured again, and you know what? I know a lot of people give him stick, but I'm sure there's no one more gutted than him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Especially Lampard as well, because like, he's done well, obviously, to come back end last season, getting that goal, and he's done all right in pre-season as well, and he's had a few little nicks and injuries, but he's going to be gutted. But I think we all kind of think it's going to be Dele Alli, a false 9.
Yeah.
Played that against Blackpool.
I thought that was Damari Gray.
Well, Damari Gray's another option, and he can play through the middle,
you've got the option of then playing Iwobi and Gordon on the wings, with Gray as that false 9 playing up front. How that works, I don't know.
We don't know. Maybe sometimes as well. I know we've played our pre-season, but what I like about Lampard is if people impress him in training, then he's like, yeah, okay.
You're in. Yeah,
you know, and that motivates players to work harder than training. So I think we can say for safe, Gordon's going to start, isn't he?
Yeah, of course. I think it's now all about the back line. I mean, obviously Tarkowski's coming in. And it's been quite impressive.
He's obviously a fan of Tarkowski, look.
Don't you, baby?
Just sat up. And I like Tarkowski because what you can see already is that he's a bit of an arse, and we need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think about this rumour linking us with Conor Cody? Bit of a come out of nowhere. It happened a few weeks ago as well.
I said that a few weeks ago, didn't I? Because I remember saying apparently it was a done deal. That was the rumour that was going around, and it was like, well, that didn't happen. But I think that's always been on the back burner. He needs 2 our centre halves that allows Godfrey, if he's going to play in that 3, allows Godfrey to be that free role. Because I've seen the videos of Ben Godfrey in training and stuff like that, and also against Kiev, he looked back
carrying the ball forward.
Yeah, he was carrying the ball a lot, and he looked back to his old self, which was great to see. You know, I think he's finally got over COVID and everything else, which is what he's needed.
Nice to see Tarkowski get an assist that game as well.
I really like Tarkowski. I think he's going to make a big difference to us. I actually see him as maybe be even put as captain if it's not Pickford.
Pickford's always been a show for me.
I think if he doesn't, who was captain against Kiev?
Michael Eckham, also, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, of course. But
another player who's coming good and looking well again.
Yeah,
Patterson, you know.
I think people have looked at this and gone, oh, fucking hell, it's been all doom and gloom because we've not brought anyone in.
Dave, I'm a bit quietly confident. Not to say we're going to smash and do everything, but I think we'll do all right.
I can't see us struggling. I
mean, like, touch wood, that's not wood, this is wood.
I mean, last season was definitely a freak moment. Give it a squeak and throw it. Yeah, I think last season was a freak moment. You got to look at that. It was 80%.
Sutty's doing on us now.
Yes.
Falcon Blues TV. Don't forget to subscribe.
For God's sake.
Started something now, haven't I? Is it? In a minute.
Go get it.
Just here.
Just stay down there.
Just here at Dave Manor. Tom Brady couldn't have threw that further. Wow.
Here she comes. Fuck off. Pack it in. But yeah,
I'm not getting that. There's one clear winner here.
Come here.
And it's
here we go.
Here we go. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
The Dogs of War.
What's your predictions for tomorrow then?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I go 1-0. I reckon, I think the crowd, they're gonna see the crowd is gonna be fully behind them again, much like it was with Palace. Another coach welcome. 3:30, 4 o'clock outside Goodison if you're there. Can we give me a Paul a shout? We'll be about as well.
The only Trinity statue we know.
Yeah, we'll be hanging around about there. We'll be
loitering.
Yeah, I reckon 1-0. I think it won't be an easy game. Certainly not. I think it's setting up for both teams. Aren't set up for the Premier League yet. I think
I agree with that.
I think even in Chelsea's state, they're going out and they're buying players, but they're not actually. They've not had any chance to bed in or anything like that.
And, I know we've won the last 4 games at home against Chelsea, but that doesn't really.
I'll happily take a point.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Even
I think they've actually done.
Warfest for all I care.
I still think they've done some good business. You know what I mean? Getting Sterling's great sign. I think
that's going to be the biggest problem, isn't he? He's going to be a threat from the start. He's a terrific player.
I was very tempted to put Sterling in my fantasy team, but he didn't make the final cut. Unfortunately, unlucky for him. Maybe next season. Maybe in a few weeks.
Oh, you're allowing extra fights and stuff like that in the fair enough.
But this is why Guardiola, mate. Guardiola always rotates. He needs to think about the real managers like us.
Yeah, that's
an
it.
FPL.
We've got an FPL to think about it.
I'm going to go with 3-1 just because I put a 5 on the other day. I'm not saying what bookmakers is, but it's definitely not fucking Paddy Power. But yeah, I got that at like 45 to 1. Thought that's not a bad shot.
That's tough, man. It's only if it comes in, you're paying for the ale.
Comes in on there. Wow, we're going to have some episode there.
Yeah, I'll go for the shady 1-0. Speaking of the dog's here and now my kids are here, so we'll wrap this one up. So yeah, 1-0. I'll go for 1-0 or a draw. I'll be happy with that.
We're being very optimistic this year.
Yeah, I think we've got to be. I think we need to throw the pessimism out the window now because after last season, I can't be arsed. I'm tired of it.
That first 6 months was brutal.
We
all thought we'd be excited to come back. And don't get me wrong, the first couple of games were good, but that Watford game, the Wolves game, there was a few.
Yeah,
there's a few real bad ones.
Just absolute horror games that I just don't want to. I don't even want to reflect on last season now. Looking forward, Ed's El tie. Get on with it. Up the fucking toffees.
Colin Charles.
See you tomorrow.
Nice.